Should I avoid fruit because of the sugar? Is, much like yesterday's question, one that I've been asked recently, one that I've been asked many times over the years, and again, perhaps one that I've been asked less in recent years than, say, several years ago. Because 7, 8, 10 years ago, the fitness industry and media, social media, etc., seemed to be very much demonizing sugar. It was the root of all health problems and obesity. And there is still a large element of that conversation going on out there. But as always, what I will endeavour to give you is what the body of research, the consensus of opinion amongst those that have studied it in depth and understand it way better than I ever will, have concluded. Doesn't mean those things don't change over time, doesn't mean they're automatically right, but I'm always happy to take that, peer-reviewed, repeated, published studies over a Daily Mail headline or what our mate, tennis partner's dog walker has told us. And the studies at the moment show that sugar in itself is not inherently fattening. Sugar can contribute, as any macronutrient can, to being in a calorie surplus, but in and of itself, all else being equal, is not fattening. Research shows that if our maintenance is, for round numbers, say 2,000 calories, it wouldn't make any difference if we consumed 2,000 calories a day of Tate and Lyle, of lard, of raw chicken breast, anything. It doesn't make any difference. But again, the caveat is all else being the same. There is a possibility that high sugar, and particularly high sugar and fat, more processed foods, will make us more likely to consume more of that and overeat. Because a lot of those foods are specifically engineered to fire off the pleasure centers in our head and to make us want to over-consume them. Ice cream, super Moorish. It's so easy to finish off a tub of Ben and Jerry's. Same with cake and biscuits. They're designed to have that sweet spot combination of sugars and fat, particularly, that make those pleasure centers in our brain explode, that override a degree of our self-restraint and our natural ability to choose portion size. Fruit, just having sugar in, is not like that. I've never had an orange and gone, oh God, and finished the whole pack. Or same with an apple. Again, it may contribute towards a surplus, but from my experience, considerably less likely to. The overall energy density in fruit is considerably lower than some of those aforementioned things. If we were to eat 100 or 500 grams of apple, we get a lot less calories in total for 500 grams of ice cream. So again, fruit isn't inherently fattening. For many people, it's a great snack because it's quick, it's easy, it's convenient. It does contribute relatively low calories for its portion size and volume in most cases. Some are obviously considerably higher energy density than others, and you can check myrise.co.uk/density to see which is the case for that. But in short, sugar in general isn't inherently fattening. Fruit primarily containing sugar and not the fat as well that ticks those pleasure centers and overrides some of our better decision making processes, is unlikely to be so hyperpalatable and Moorish that we massively overdo it, and therefore can be a great source of snack and potentially part of a meal.